Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mediocre Men Media Podcast, starring Fanto, Mike Darkside, Casey Ugarbi, Taco Tony, Ultima, and Jake the Good Man. Now let's get this show on the road. And what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Jake the Good Man, and welcome to this week's episode of the M3 podcast on this, well, obviously cold January night. I think we're going to be saying that for a little while longer now. With us this evening, we have pretty much almost the entire crew here. We have Fanto, we have Mike, and we have Ultima. Casey's probably... Saw dudes. How you been, Ultima? I know you weren't a part of the show last week, but how you been, man?
I continue on with what you were about to say, and I'll go on last because I cut you off. I'm very sorry.
No, that's all I really had to say.
I'm doing fine. That D&D life, fams. Lately it's been really weird because January has been a very emotional month as of yet, but I'm doing good. Still up there.
That's good to hear, man. How's everyone else there doing in the call? Mike and Fanto, how you guys been doing?
Derpy.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same way. How about you, Mike? How you doing, man?
I would like to say bonjour, salut to all of my French people out there.
Somebody once told me that.
Gosh dang it, Casey!
Why you gotta cut in?
Don't stop coming! Don't stop coming! Don't stop coming! Oh God, they really don't stop coming.
Oh my goodness!
Pause. As Mike is about to put his hand up, pause. I think you might want to stop them coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Me and Casey actually we planned this out that we would literally disrupt the opening of this show. We have
2 minutes in. Congrats.
Goodman is now tied to a chair and has a gun to his head.
Why? Why do you do this to me? Why?
'Cause we're evil bastards. That's why.
And you're not evil, you're inconvenient.
For those of you who don't know, Phantom Bat, ladies and gentlemen. But what were you?
Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
I do want to say this, guys. If you're wondering why Mike's speaking French, let's just say Mike's had a few drinks tonight, right, Mike?
Appetito.
Yep, that's how you know.
You're not fair.
So, what about you, Fanta? How you doing, man? Besides being evil and all.
Bruh, you already asked me and I said derpy. Shouldn't you ask Casey since he joined the call?
I guess I derped, but
for me to hijack this fucking thing.
Yeah, Casey, how you doing, man? Epic intro there, by the way.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Hey now.
Casey, we're about to fight, man. I'm about to blow the fucking horn of fucking Aragorn if you keep doing that shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Lord of the Rings in this, man.
So on this week's episode, you can tell this is off to a very meaningful start. Which, speaking of which, on this week's episode,
Hey, wait. Before we even do anything, can I please like have this moment? Like, give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Casey.
You got a minute.
Are you not the sharpest tool in the shed?
You know what? I'm about to be the sharpest meme in the shed after this.
Oh shit, dab!
Oh, dab 420. Here comes that boy Casey. Oh my goodness.
Stop it. Stop.
Dude.
I really do. I love the
Do you know the way? Do you know the way, brother? He is a non-believer.
Dude,
dude,
that's
we're
legit.
Queen.
Legit. I wanted to get into that tonight on this week's episode. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about the recent memes such as Ugandan Knuckles and Tide Pods. Also going to be reading a interesting fanfic that Mike cast for us. We're also going to be talking about I know it's not in the title of the episode, but it's something that we really got to talk about as well. The Nintendo Mini Direct that happened this past week. Some really cool stuff. Sorry, what'd you say, Ultima?
No, I just said, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So,
Shut up, here's that boy!
So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a quick break so that way we can go and share the link around and everything for you guys. Here's Sonic's Best Pal by Starbomb right here, and whenever we get back, it's time to talk some memes. Right here on, say it with me guys, the M3 Podcast!
Do you know?
Hey kids, would you like to hear a fun story about Sonic and Tails?
Eat a dick!
Great! Here we go! Sonic the Hedgehog, hero to all. When the world needed saving, he would answer the call. His little friend Tails was part of the team, but he was shitty and small and had low self-esteem. So when they gathered all the Chaos Emeralds, Tails told the man put them under his genitals. He pawned them all in a spending spree for his crippling addiction to PCP. Come on, Sonic said, let's go collect rings and run through the meadow and jump on Spring. We'll laugh and we'll play all day and all night while your eyes are red, Tails. Are you feeling alright?
Yo, fuck your ring, Sonic! It's time to get real! I wanna kill a motherfucker just to see how it feels! If you dare to come at me, you better come at me strong! I'll break your sorry ass legs if you look at me wrong! I'm Tails the Fox, you little bitch, and I'm on the attack! My endocrine system is fucking riddled with crack! Now I've got hallucinations that are out of control! And I can taste colors and I'm gonna so fuck your soul!
Hey Tails, we've got fun times in store. What's the first thing you'd like to do today?
Park!
Hi, you're funny. We'll have a great time. There are lakes to swim in and mountains too.
Park!
So Sonic and Blaze played a game of lacrosse while Tails slammed a bunch of sluts like a boss. He was about to bust nuts all up in a hoe when Robotnik showed up.
Oh, hell no!
Tails knew he must defend the whole city, so he stopped doing blow off the hooker stank titties. Sonic said, Robotnik, you gosh darn clown, I'm gonna jump on you until you fall down.
Hey, stand the fuck back! I got a better solution! It's time for old school street justice, death execution! Rubble bitch, here's some motherfucking caps for your head! Wow, wow! Now that egg-shaped cocksucker's dead! I'm Tails the Fox, do I have to fucking say it again? I am exploding with evil that you cannot comprehend! I just committed a murder, but there is no time to rest! Let's get our friends over, have a giant forest park fest!
Sonic was too traumatized to reply. It was the first time he'd ever seen another man die. But it wasn't the last. Tails made sure of that when he broke Big Spine and wore his S as a hat. Tails the Fox, his mind is blown. It'll kick you right in your special zone. I think I'm gonna call the cops on him, but he will never know about it.
Oh fuck!
You're listening to the M3 Podcast. If you want to check us out on social media, then be sure to like Mediocre Min Media on Facebook. Now, let's send it back to the studio.
Do you know the way?
You know what?
Spit on the fake queen!
You do not know the way. I gotta...
This is the only way.
Oh
Here's
my
another
god.
lever.
Oh my god. You guys want to talk about a meme that has completely and utterly taken over the internet? Let's talk about Ugandan Knuckles, okay? So, and I think we probably should have talked about this last week on the podcast, but I really don't know what to make of this. Like, this meme has gotten so...
Is taken for VR chat, bruh.
It has taken over VR chat. It has taken over Knuckles himself. I'm not joking. And I know me and Ultima have a friend on Facebook, Chris, what's up, dude?
Saw, dude.
He made a Facebook status the other day saying that you know, Ugandan Knuckles has pretty much taken over the search engine for Knuckles. And I mean, look him up on Google, and it's true. It's true. You search Google now, and you're pretty much going to see Ugandan Knuckles more than anything. Now, I've heard
The way my brother does.
what. Let me ask you guys. Actually, you know what? We need to give a bit of backstory on the Ugandan Knuckles thing. So, from what I've heard, I believe it was like some Ugandan drug lords who started this meme at first.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that it was actually, like, I could believe it was Ugandan people, but I cannot actually believe that it was freaking drug lords of all things.
Here's the deal, okay? So I searched this up. I spent an hour. It felt like 2 hours, but I spent an hour just literally searching up what the world is this Uganda Knuckles, okay? Because I've seen it, but I'm just like having. It was so annoying. It got annoying to the point where like I have to search it up just to know what this stupid thing is. And the Uganda Knuckles were made by drug lords to harass people on the internet.
And
to,
boy,
like,
did he
The
get
way my
big.
brother does.
And so like when I read that story, when I read the reason and just like that story alone, I was kind of like you gotta be kidding me. Really? Like these guys are pathetic.
Yeah.
These guys are
Pathetic,
just so
but they're
these
gold.
guys are so pathetic. Like they can do it. They're drug lords. They can do anything that they could do. But what do? They just make a meme out of Knuckles the Hedgehog, and just be like, "Do you know the way?"
You do not know the way, brothers.
Speed up the fake queen.
And what gets insane with the meme is how obnoxiously loud the clicking noises get. Stop!
Clap for
Ow!
the queen. You must clap for the queen.
I'm not clapping for your dang queen.
Yeah, no, fucking the meme itself, it's really fucking weird. I like it, but I hate that song that Casey put up.
What are you laughing at, Casey?
Just one ultimate.
Also, hey Tony, we're talking about the Ugandan Knuckles meme. You have anything you want to say about it?
So you know the way.
You know
It's
the
fucking
way.
annoying.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait. Was he here when I played? Was he? No.
Don't
okay.
play the song. again.
no,
Don't play the
we
fucking
don't need to
song.
hear.
Tony,
We-
run. Tony, run.
No.
Hey Casey, I already heard the song. You're already a dead man anyway, so.
Hey, no. We just gotta play at least
No.
10 seconds.
No.
We gotta
if I
at
was
least play 10 seconds of this.
No.
Just to...
No, we don't need to hear it again.
okay, play the 10 seconds again so you can make it. You fucking kidding me? I shouldn't have joined. I shouldn't.
But anyway, like Uganda Knuckles were made by these African drug lords from Uganda, and like I said, they could have done anything, but they choose to degrade Knuckles and make Uganda Knuckles more popular than Knuckles the Hedgehog himself.
Which,
Didn't they do that shit with Sonic?
Knuckles the echidna.
Hedgehog?
Knuckles the Hedge? Whoa, Knuckles the Hedgehog?
Knuckles the echidna, Casey.
Sorry.
Guys, someone, guys, I know that there's probably some like people out there that are artists listening to this at some point. Please make it Knuckles the Echidna. I mean Knuckles the Hedgehog. We need Knuckles the Hedgehog, please.
We need Knuckles the Hedgehog.
It's
No,
just
we don't.
Knuckles, but with only one.
But anyway,
penis head.
just like the fact that these are African drug lords that get on VR chat and all this stupid other shit surprises the hell out of me because this is what they do.
You want to talk about stupid shit? Talk about Tide Pods because they're fucking retarded.
Yes,
Oh,
which
that
I do
too.
want to. I want to get to that in just a minute, but I actually got a story to tell you guys about me
Uganda
hopping on.
Knuckles?
Yeah, Uganda Knuckles. So the other day, I decided to actually download the VR game, the VR chat. Of course, the very first thing that I saw. Well, actually, it wasn't the very first things that I saw, but also, you guys still there?
Yeah, we still
Okay.
here giving you silence for once.
Okay, sorry. No, I was just making sure. But yeah, okay. So I get on VR chat, and I see a Knuckles, and I'm just like, I want to play along, see what he does. He's like, and I asked him to show me the way. He opens up this portal. I'm like, I wonder where this is gonna take me to. Literally, there is a server dedicated to Knuckles. Like, it even has the SA1 music playing. It's got like a bunch of like different Knuckles costumes you can get. It's really cool, but it's like this is gonna be overkill for the meme. Which
was there a big giant Knuckles in the background?
Yep.
This is the only way.
Yep.
It's not really an overkill for the meme if the damn meme got more shine than the character.
True. I mean, the meme has gotten big enough to where the official Sonic the Hedgehog account has made a meme about it.
Didn't they do that shit with Sonic though?
Yeah, they do that all the time.
The same thing with Sonic.
So what's
It
next?
means you got Knuckles, but it's like a.
So what's
it's gonna
next?
be
Tails? We gonna call it Toils?
No, it's gonna be gay. It's gonna be even more gay tails.
It's
like
gonna be
cat tails.
it's gonna be towels. It's gonna be
Well,
towels.
we gonna have one for Amy Rose. We gonna call it Amy Rise.
Oh
whatever.
God!
No.
If you do anything
Amy
to
Rose is gonna be
I
goth.
will go after these guys.
Jeez.
Amy Rose will turn into a goth GF. There we go.
Oh no.
Just so everybody
We'll make it
knows,
cringy.
Just so everybody knows. When I was a kid, I mean, like, my sister and I would watch like Sonic X and all that stuff. But and this is like my little sister, not like my older sister, but my little sister. She really liked Amy and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so like.
I mean, honestly, Amy's a pretty cool character. I like her.
She is. But if they do anything to her or so, I will go after these drug wars with my guitar.
You must know the way. No, but yeah, go eat a Tide Pod and kill yourself, please.
Which onto like our.
What the fuck are Tide Pods?
Oh, you want to know, Fanto? Well, let's make a segue and move and talk about the other meme that's become popular.
It's retarded as fuck.
It is. Like what
Okay,
Ultimate just said.
No, I know what Tide Pods are. Kind of. They're like the stuff you put in washing machines, isn't it?
Yes, there's supposed
Like
to
You
be
mean
wash-
tripods?
But you
Oh,
have
you
Tide
talking about
Pods.
the thing they made out of chans? Never mind. Cause they made like tripod chan. They made everything
that.
chan.
Tide Pods. No, we're talking about the actual Tide Pods because people are legitimately
Oh,
eating them.
Yeah. That's
They're
what we're talking about.
retarded as fuck. I
Okay.
don't know how this. Like, there was a meme popping up around where someone was putting a Tide Pod or like 5 Tide Pods on a pizza, and they were joking around saying, "This is the best fucking dinner ever." And for some ungodly reason, people around started to, go with the thing. It was like, "Oh, Tide Pods, they taste great. Oh, different colors, different flavors. Here, have one," and then they die or go to the hospital, which it's become an epidemic on news.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
people are
has.
legitimately doing this stupid retarded bullshit.
I don't even know what. I don't even know where it originated from. That's what's the frustrating part about it. Like, who in the right mind said to themselves, "I'm gonna eat a Tide Pod. This is gonna become popular."
No, you know what's? Hey, you know what's?
Obviously,
worse?
someone like you, Deep Throat.
Oh, Fanta! Wow.
I'm gonna go drink bleach to that. See, that was the original. Drinking bleach was the original. Now you just gotta tell someone to eat a Tide Pod, except they'll actually do it.
Yeah, they'll be like, "For the internet, bro."
Ultima, go eat a Tide Pod.
I
Yeah, that-
wish,
like,
but
that
I'm poor,
makes-
so I don't
that
got Tide
makes
Pods.
Like that makes sense. Like that makes sense at all. Hey, Ultima, you suck. Go eat a Tide Pod.
I will, but first you gotta treat me to some fucking bleach, bitch. Better cheers that cup with me. No, I'm talking that classy ass wine cup, boy.
You
You
know-
take that glass and just drink, arms
You know,
interlocked.
the bleach, chugging bleach versus Tide Pod eating. I'd rather get the bleach than the Tide Pod.
Either or, you're gonna. I mean, bleach, you'll die. Tide Pod, you have a chance of death.
That's exactly.
But here's the
Man,
thing.
I know
You
that
don't got-
sounds.
Go
I
on,
know that
Tony.
sounds very dark. But I
You don't got a chance of death. You just fucking stupid.
Very
I mean, people have been
Yeah.
hospitalized, but they have lived from eating a
Okay.
Tide Pod, which again, retarded.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Tony for a second. It's like what he said. It's either you die or you're just being stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me, you either die or you be smart. It's like you're either dumb or you're either smart. There's no in between. You're either dumb or you're smart. So what are you gonna do? You'd rather go all in with the bleach. The Tide Pod, that's like kiddie stuff.
Are you saying that's like
exactly
Weenie?
what that is.
Are you saying it's like Weenie Hut
It's like
Jr.
Weenie
compared
Hut
to the
Jr., yes,
Salty
that's
Spittoon?
Like Weenie Hut Jr. Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay, if anyone is listening to this podcast right now or listening back to when it's uploaded to YouTube, if you even think about eating a Tide Pod, I'm going to say this to you right now. Tatu Amadan, you are a complete fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Thank
we-
you. But
yeah.
here's
When we
the
have-
weirdest thing.
When we have 1 million followers, I still don't think they're not gonna listen.
No, here's the thing though, and I saw this on Facebook. Somebody ripped open a Tide Pod, put it in their bong, and smoked it.
Really?
And then 4
What?
hours later, he died.
What?
You heard this live on
Yeah.
Spreakers, guys.
And 4 hours later, he died.
And this is why I'm saying this. Whoever follows this meme, you're retarded. Don't stop. This is the reason they don't have child. There's a reason they don't have child. Guys, there's a reason they have a fucking safety fucking container so children won't get it. This is why people say put it at the top shelf, because it's deadly. Don't fucking do it, you fucking retards. I
And
don't care
don't-
how much backlash I'm saying. I mean, I don't care how much backlash I'm getting just saying the R word. Don't fucking do it.
And don't use tripods on sexual intercourse too.
Yeah, on a serious note, guys, we
No.
don't we love you guys, and we wouldn't want anyone to do the Tide Pod stunt. Seriously, I mean that.
And if you do try
'Cause
to
you guys
do
are
it,
cool.
Tatu Amadan, you're an idiot.
Yeah, if you do try to do it, I don't love you anymore.
Or maybe, just like talk to someone or something. Which I want to ask you guys this. When, and this is a tricky question, I know. When does a freaking internet meme go too far? You think?
When you die. When you
Exactly.
fucking die.
When you
Exactly.
die.
Or you desecrate a grave. Logan Paul, cough, cough.
Oh,
Don't get me started.
no.
Don't get me started. We just talked about
I know, you guys talked about it last week. I wasn't here for it, so fucking give me that opportunity.
Yeah, I
Ghost
actually
is
do
in
want to
my room.
have. I actually do want to hear Ultima's take on this, because there's been a lot of people who have actually been over in Japan doing stupid stuff, and it's ridiculous.
It's getting way too out of fucking hand.
Like
So-
they gotta snatch that baby.
So go for it, Ultima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to say anything before I continue? Because I'm gonna literally just go on autopilot.
Oh no, go ahead.
I said everything last week, so
we
for
said our
that.
stuff, so you're good to go, Ultima.
And I'm saying this because I have tried committing suicide before. In fact, and I haven't told any of you guys this, and I'll say it right now. And I don't want fucking you guys spamming me on Skype or fucking Messenger about this. I learned how to tie a noose a few months ago, and I nearly used it on myself. Luckily, this home is stupid for that. Don't shut the fuck up. I heard someone on me. Shut the fuck up. I'm fine now. That was during a mental breakdown. But because of that, I don't like seeing people go through that, because that was from my own mental breakdown. But seeing somebody record a dead body and laughing at that dead body, that is both insensitive, that is disrespectful, and it's more so disrespectful to the family of that someone.
Right.
Japan has the highest suicide rates because they work their ass off. They are one of the most work-heavy people in this world, and they basically want to end it all because they can't seem to have a break. Not to mention, it's their own personal lives play a major factor. Freaking, like for an example, animators are not being paid a lot in anime, and they are one of the more likely people to do this. They're having a really hard time. If that was your life, you would probably want to commit suicide. But how would it feel if somebody were laughing at that body? If that was you, you would feel very wronged. And to me personally, if that was my body being laughed at, I would be extremely pissed beyond the grave. You don't fucking do that. And I'm saying, I'm going on autopilot, I'm babbling, but have some common decency. Have the fucking the common sense to not put that shit on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was demonetized. You don't do that.
Because, like, and to add to, like, what you're saying, Ultima, well, we even mentioned last week, and this is something that I kind of think of, like, say, if we're, like, ever in, like, projects or something, you know, you gotta think about, like, and I'm sure, like, there's people out there listening who are content creators. You guys know this as well as anyone else. Just, like, think of, like, how, say, you might have kids watching or something. Which, by the way, speaking of which, I want to throw this out there real quick. I forgot to put the disclaimer, but for anyone who's listening to the M3 podcast, we basically say that it's an 18-plus podcast because, you know, as you can tell, we get pretty, we do tend to get pretty vulgar with stuff. But with Logan Paul,
and the amount of times I say fucking basically feed an entire Russian family with vodka.
Right.
Which, Goodman, don't you mean PG-13 technically?
PG-13, but 18-plus, however you want to put it. But
I suppose, yeah, depending where you're from.
But like with Logan Paul, you know, he has a lot of kids watching his stuff, which you know what I mean. But
dumbass kids at that.
Those kids don't even care about what had happened. They still laugh at that shit. Granted, some of the people YouTube now has somewhat done something, but it took them a long time to respond to what had happened, which, in my opinion, was not good. It was not good enough.
Right, which is what I was talking about last week briefly. Like, and I mentioned this last week too. Like, the school that I used to work at, literally, all the kids would be talking about Logan Paul all the time. And so to see what he has done here, and then, like, knowing that the students or the kids actually watch that, you know, like, they obviously are brainwashed by what's happened because they cherish this YouTuber like a deity in a way, false prophet in a sense. But that's
false
because
God.
I mean, like, that's just because, you know, like kids are still at this age, you know, because I used to work in an elementary school, so I know this. But, like, you know, like, their minds and their personal selves are still developing, and, like, they kind of don't know better, sort of, you know, especially, you know, kids who are becoming adolescents, like, you know, 10 to 12 years old, you know, like, they're figuring out who they are, and then they watch this guy, and then he records a dead body, and he laughs about it, and then, like, for the kids' view, is like, well, Logan Paul did that, so it must be okay, and, you know, when their parents are like, no, you have to stop watching, that's not right. But see, like, the fact that Logan Paul, and I'm not trying to say that everything he does is bad, but I mean, the majority of the stuff he does is kind of, like, pathetic and stupid. But, like,
I mean,
see, that's what kids find funny. So when they find something that they like, they will defend that. And that's exactly because I've seen some YouTube videos this after our last Sunday's broadcast of like these 10 to 12-year-old kids making videos and, you know, telling YouTube to bring back Logan Paul.
Oh, can I? Oh, never mind.
You're about to say something?
Yeah, I was about to talk about that.
Go ahead, Tony.
Go ahead. Yeah, go
Man,
ahead.
like I understand what like keep in mind. Like I was discussing with y'all before, like when it comes to seeing something like that, everybody takes it differently. But to support somebody that's laughing at it, I don't. That's just stupid. Like the majority of videos you see on YouTube be like, Logan Paul did nothing wrong. Why are you getting mad at him? He did
It's
nothing
like
wrong.
New Griffith.
So you mean to tell me, yeah? So you mean to tell me recording a dead body is totally okay?
And it is not just that, because there was more to that, and I'm just gonna say that right now. He was completely disrespectful in Japan.
That's what I'm saying. He was completely disrespectful. Not only that,
Yeah.
so like I really want to say this, but I don't think I should. But like, so basically, let's say the R word, right? RAPE, right? Let's say
Yeah.
he did that, right? And he was just laughing at the girl and stuff like that. And then if you get what I'm saying, like basically he's saying like the kid's gonna do the same thing. He did nothing wrong too. So basically you're telling me that laughing at somebody hanging from a tree is okay. And basically since he got himself into an incident like this, basically you saying that raping somebody is okay too. If you get what I'm saying. I know that has nothing to do with anything, but like some kids are just saying it like it's okay to do this, do that, and do this and do that. It's not okay to laugh at a dead body. Clearly this person was stressed and stuff like that, and he went to the point where he just couldn't take it anymore. It's sad, but it's true.
Dude,
But
I've seen people go into the suicide forest, and they show the most respect to the body that they find by either blurring it out or saying, you know what? If we see a dead body, this is gonna haunt us for the rest of our lives.
yeah,
Logan
yeah.
Or they
Paul,
just don't put it up on freaking YouTube.
or they don't
That's the
put
same.
it up, or they don't post it.
That's
You
the
have
same
three
thing.
options. You have three options, and all three of those options show respect. What Logan Paul did, he found the fourth option, and he showed zero to no respect because he showed the body, he showed no respect towards it. He didn't alert authorities that there's a body out here so that the remains could be reclaimed and that the family could be finally set at peace with it. No, he did none of those things. So I still sit by my original argument that Logan Paul is a sack of shit because he honestly terrorized the people of fucking Japan with all the fucking stunts that he did, and it was bullshit. It was honestly bullshit. They might be very humble, and they may not say anything right then and there, but they're looking at you like, why is this man doing these things?
They just gonna look
It's so annoying.
they just gonna look at you like you're freaking crazy because
They
like
are.
you talking about they talking about and this is coming from somebody that this come from somebody like if we all go there one day together, you should know how much respect Japanese people have for American people. And then like what he did is basically like I'm not like saying making Japanese people hate us more and stuff like that, even though that's just one person, but like the number one thing you shouldn't do, like he shouldn't have done was one was fucking recorded. You shouldn't have did that. And two, he's talking about he wasn't doing that for views. Clearly you gave did you see the title of the video, right?
Yeah. He had
The
it in
ti-
all
he
caps
said-
and everything.
He's saying he wasn't doing that for views, but clearly you can see you made up the time be like, oh, we found a dead body. You got 6.1 million views in like an hour.
Yeah, and I am happy to say that YouTube has blocked all of his like advertisements and anything, so he ain't gonna be making any money, and he's not gonna be able to like post anything for quite a while. So I'm happy that
Even
YouTube
then,
knows.
they took way too long to address the situation and do something like that.
They did take too long. It took like a week for them, but kind of moving on from Logan Paul. There has been like some other YouTubers, Tony showed me a video earlier in the week of a guy picking up someone's baby, but I guess like this is like kind of like skidded out, like they basically told the person, like I guess like they were like YouTubers or something.
That
Like
shit
before.
that shit didn't look like a skit to me.
It didn't, but I don't know, man. Like, I think people just need to like be careful. People really, 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 really need to be careful when they go places. Like what they need to be aware of and how they need to properly treat something. You guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Well-
just it's not. We know how to be safe.
Right.
We know how. It's more of the respect. Okay? It's more of the respect than anything. And I mean, I agree, we have to learn how to be safe. But we've done that for how long? We've done that for more than 2,000 years,
Mm-hmm.
being safe. But what we're lacking, and since it is MLK Day tomorrow, like, I'm going to say this, and I know y'all will agree with me when I say this, but the fact that we don't respect one another we don't respect one another, but we don't treat each other equally. More than ever. And the fact that, like Martin Luther King gave a speech more than like half a century ago, and the fact that if he were to be looking at what we're dealing with now, he wouldn't want to be in this place.
If MLK saw
Right.
what was happening now in society, he would have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree.
Is his kids living a dream that he wanted, a dream that we can all live together, that his kids can live in a peaceful world where everybody's treating each other equally. I mean,
I'll say in a race, in a racial standpoint, we achieved that in some way, shape, or form, but we still don't respect each other as people.
That's a sad
Right.
one.
Right.
But see, like the treating each other equally within race, and then like with people. I mean, those things obviously tie together. There's a connection there. But it's like, and I wake up, and I've been ever since I worked as in a school. I wake up every single day to the fact that are we truly living in a place where our kids can truly be safe, but not only that, but can truly respect and love the person across from them, no matter who they are, what skin they wear, what they like, all that stuff. And see, that's why I've just noticed that I've become more of an activist in that standpoint, of it. But see, that's as much as an optimistic person I am, me thinking about that brings me down so much, and it makes me not want to talk to people, and only talk to the people that need to be helped. And I don't think that's right at all, no matter how I justify it, So there's
Sure.
my spell. There's my spell on that. The basis is that we need to learn how to respect and love each other truly, because we take for granted we do live in a safe environment, sort of. But I think the respect also thrives off of that safety net that we have, and we're tearing it apart. We are personally tearing it apart.
Yep, you're not wrong about that, man.
We were not forcing ourselves to. We chose to. And there are people who are choosing to push people, like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you repping this net that's protecting us? Well, I want to just break it because it's not right. Why would we have a net here to keep us safe? Well, it's safe outside. It's safe outside, isn't it? And then like beyond the net are like these dangerous things that could happen. That's the ignorance of people today. People don't care. People just want to rip something because we have to live in chaos. We have to live where there's a divide. We have to live in a world where there's constantly something wrong in order for something to be right. And as much as I can see the logic in that, I mean, like, I'm very black and white. It's either we save the country, we saved our world, or we doom it. There's no in-betweens, there's no justification. It's black and white for me. I'm sorry, there's my spot.
I mean, you're fine, dude, because that had me thinking. Like, whenever you said like divided and everything, look at like the past 4 to 5 years, like how much that divided we have become just over the past years. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but anyone else have anything they want to say on that before we head into another break?
I would, but I'll go last.
What about any of you other guys like Mike, Tony, Fanto? You guys have anything that you would like to share about that, or
About what?
kind of about like what we were just talking about?
I mean, I just want to stop hearing about this Logan Paul thing, so that won't be the discussion every single time, you know?
Right. Mike, you have anything you'd like to say before we go to break? Mike, your audio's we can't hear you, Mike. Oh, okay.
Anyone else before I say my thing?
What were you
As
gonna? What were
Mike is trying to fix his audio.
Yeah, okay. He typed something in the chat, in the Skype call.
Uh,
Oh, he muted himself while he's eating, okay.
I mean, this is the last thing ever about the Logan Paul. It's not even about Logan Paul in general, because we mentioned suicide, and I did not say this. I mentioned earlier that I had committed it. I've done it a few times in my life. I'm not proud of it. And so, if anyone that listens to this or re-listens to this on YouTube or Spreaker, if you're feeling depressed or you feel like you're gonna have any suicidal tendencies, look for help, please. The hotline, just call 1-800-273-8255. I feel obligated to say that because, again, if you don't feel like you want to talk to your friends or family and worrying them, at least try to make the step into calling this number. Again, 1-800
Exactly.
273-8255.
And
If
to add on, sorry, yeah, call that number. But to add on, if you call that number and you still feel like you need to talk to people, please reach out to us. We are more than willing, especially me, no matter the time of day, because I know exactly how that feels like, because I've been through it too. I mean, like, in high school, it's a sensitive subject for me, but I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to continue
yeah.
on that if you don't want
no,
to. If
it's
you're feeling
fine.
uncomfortable.
It's fine. It's
But-
fine. I've tried to do it too, a few times, and that's one of the reasons why I'm becoming a teacher, because there's got to be someone out there who's helping, who's literally, genuinely, unconditionally helping and loving these people, because there are more suicide rates in teenagers and children nowadays than there has ever, and that's because of all the crap that's been going on in our lives. and there's got to be someone there. But anyway, I'm not trying to get on the tangent here, but if you've called that number and you still feel like you need to talk to people, please reach out to us, please.
Right.
Right. We are more than willing. I am more than willing to talk with anybody, even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning or so.
Yeah,
I am more than happy.
And
to add to what Casey's
like to
saying.
just
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ultima.
I was to say, I would like to apologize for bringing this down. After the break, we'll talk about Nintendo Direct, the fanfic, and probably dick jokes and shit. Back to comedy and shit.
Yep, that's right. And to add to what Casey's saying, yeah, feel free to reach out to us. In fact, the Mediocre Men Media Facebook page, you are able to message us. You can also message us personally on our Facebooks, and like you can get in contact with Casey, you can get in contact with Ultima, myself.
But not me. I'm not gonna, not to be a dick, but if I see a random person message me, I'm gonna be more freaked out than helpful. I'll be like, who the fuck?
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Here's the deal.
No, that was a joke though. Yeah, no, I'll probably try. I'll message through the Mediocre Men thing. That was a joke, kid.
Here's the deal.
You have to get the break though.
If you still need like I said, if you need to talk with us, message us or post something on our Mediocre Men Media Facebook page or our Instagram.
Yep.
Or our Twitter page as well.
Or Twitter page.
Don't be afraid. Slide in those DMs, people.
Which I believe you can. I can believe. Oh, dude, that ruined that. No, but seriously, DMs. You can actually DM us on Twitter.
I'm trying to get away from this. I'm trying to get away from the sad moments. If that helped it, I don't care.
I got something that can maybe help you out, Ultima. I got something for you. You want to know what we have?
Oh, is it a nice sweet break?
Oh yes, we do have a nice sweet break for you guys. In fact,
plus around the 6 shots for you to take. Someone also accidentally called this thing Real Talk Radio again before the podcast started.
Yep. Okay, so I wish I had Electric Avenue. I'll have to get that since you just requested that song for the next show. But how about some Ninja Sex Party?
Excuse me.
Oh shit.
All right, so when we get back, we're going to line things up and talk about the Nintendo Direct right here on the M3 Podcast. Stay tuned. You're listening to the M3 Podcast. If you want to check us out on social media, then be sure to like Mediocre Min Media on Facebook. Now, let's send it back to the studio. And welcome back to the M3 Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jake the Good Man.
Back, Mediocre Man!
And that was Fanto.
Oh god, my ears are already raped by listening to that wonderful song, and now it's getting raped by Fanto. Oh god.
Hey, by the way, speaking of a Pokemon song, this is something that, and we'll kind of use it as a bit of a leeway into the Fanto, calm down, buddy. Seriously, we did it.
Mike is doing.
Calm down.
Calm down, buddy.
Shoot them like charm slowly, fam.
Even I see what you're doing, Mike. Oh my goodness, but okay, so
do that with deep all the cocks he does.
Fanto.
Really?
Moving on.
So before we were started the podcast for M3 tonight, about an hour or so, me and Fanto were actually watching an episode of Pokemon Abridged, and for anyone who's seen it, it's quite interesting, as you may know. For those of you who haven't, I would seriously recommend watching it.
That episode pretty much sums up what our entire group was. Unfortunately, we don't have Mike and Ultima represented, but I'm Pikachu, Goodman is Ash, Tony is Todd, Hannah is Misty, and Casey is Brock.
Oh, Casey is the one fucking Pokemon? What?
He's the one breeding them.
He's breeding? Oh, boy.
So that happened. But
Okay, yo, shut the fuck up.
speaking of Pokemon,
Don't worry, Casey. Just keep breeding.
speaking of Pokemon, Nintendo Direct Mini happened this past week. Yeah, that was
shit,
a thing.
I can't believe Dark Souls featured Mario. Oh boy.
I know, right? It's crazy to think that we're gonna have Dark Souls for the Switch, a brand new Mario Tennis game, Hyrule
I was
Warriors.
talking about Mario in Dark Souls with that Dark Souls armor on.
Oh, nice. But
The meme. But yeah, Dark Souls on the Switch and for other consoles too.
It is. What else was there? Like I said, Hyrule Warriors is coming to the Switch. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is coming to the Switch. Basically saying, you know the Simpsons meme where that kid's like, "Stop, it's already dead," or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's not dead yet.
no. Well, I'm referring to the Wii U because the Wii U is that exclusive.
You mean
Basically,
the dead you?
yeah, it made the dead U the deader U. So, yeah, I was excited to see that. I'm interested in the new Mario Tennis game. I might even pick up Hyrule Warriors as well because they're also going to be having Breath of the Wild costumes in that. What else was there? Oh yeah, Funky Kong DLC for Tropical Freeze. That's been an entire meme this past week. Yeah. Any thoughts you guys would like to share on the Direct Mini?
You're forgetting that Kirby was also it was slightly talked about in that Nintendo Direct, and I feel somewhat offended.
I feel somewhat offended. They didn't announce a Smash Bros.
Dude, give it 2 years. Give it 2 years.
I was more offended that they didn't mention.
Yeah, man, it's
anything
been
about
2 years
Bayonetta
already.
3.
What'd you say, Ultima? Tony kind of talked over you.
No. Tony makes a good point. It's already been 2 years, but I was more offended that Bayonetta 3 was not talked about.
Oh yeah, because of, never mind.
Yeah.
Basically Bayonetta 3 is still in the making right now, but like they want to do that as more of a surprise thing. Like the next Nintendo Direct is like coming up in like a few months, right? So
I would guess.
So I would say because like this Nintendo Direct that's coming up in a few months is like, even though Nintendo Directs like the minis are big and stuff like that, but this is like the one that's coming up is like the big thing is when like the mainstream like titles are, I mean, even though Kirby and them are mainstream titles, I mean like this is like when a big big name games like Bayonetta. I'm supposed to be hearing that
It's supposed to be a new Metroid game.
Oh yeah, Metroid.
A new Metroid.
New Yoshi game also is coming out.
New Metroid game, a new Yoshi game, a new Sonic and well, not Sonic, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic 2020. Yeah, Olympic Games. That's supposed to be coming up, and then they announced then the creators of the new Doom that came out, they announced that they're gonna announce stuff on the second one because the second one's in the making right now. So they're gonna be announcing a lot of stuff. And Assassin's Creed Origins is gonna be coming out for the Switch.
Okay, that's
and then we're gonna find out some more information on Kingdom Hearts 3 finally.
I would hope so, but don't spoil too much for us, Tony.
I mean, hey, Kingdom Hearts is supposed to come out literally December 31st, from what I saw the release date.
Hopefully, it does come out December 31st.
December 31st of this year?
Yeah, 2018.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna forget that.
Don't worry, that's also the same day Code Vein is coming out.
Okay,
Again,
never mind then.
it's only speculation though. Like it could literally change the date at any point.
Yeah.
Yep, that's delays.
But that new Mario Tennis game, that looks. I would love to like. I think it'd be cool if like we all got to like play against each other in that. I would
I'd rather play against you on Mario Kart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely Mario Kart because we get intense with Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, Tony's the
Hyrule
only one
Warriors.
without a Switch at the moment.
You shut the fuck up.
By the way,
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys a story involving Mario Kart that happened today.
Everybody take a seat. Let's hear this.
So Casey's gonna laugh at this because he was a part of it, all right, and Fanta was there to witness. So
Yep.
me and Casey at about 3:30 this afternoon were like, "Hey, let's sit down and play a nice friendly keyword friendly game of Mario Kart." So we
Right,
did.
that is funny because it's never friendly.
Right. So we play a four race cup online. And I'm like, I'm getting off to a good start. I'm winning all these. Next thing you know, 200cc cup, and the cup afterwards, Casey beats me, and I'm like, not salty at all about it. No, I totally didn't get revenge for that, and it was fun to say the least. But oh my goodness.
Wait, Goodman.
What?
Were you as salty as when I pranked you again on Creativerse earlier on in the week?
We'll talk about that in just a minute, but yeah, I was that salty. Casey, you want to share your side of the story with this?
Oh no, I had lots of fun being an asshole
How about me, Goodman, and Casey fucking duke it out in Mario Kart, huh?
We could totally do that. We could totally do
But-
that.
No,
you two fans,
here's-
I
here's the
want that Irish ass on this.
Hey, what were you saying, Casey?
Here's the more detailed story of what Goodman said. Okay, everything was going my way, and I didn't even try. And Goodman got really salty, and then I kept annoying the crap out of him.
Yeah, I was cooking ramen at this point.
And I wasn't even doing anything but playing the game. And I was like, "What's wrong, Goodman? I'm just playing the game. I'm just playing the game, Goodman."
We were on Rainbow Road for the N64 track, and anyone who's played the N64 version of Rainbow Road on Mario Kart 8, you know the part where there's that little last boost ramp, whatever. Right as I get to that, I get red shelled. And I.
Oh, you wanna know who unleashed those barrages of red
It
shell?
was you, Casey, because I know
Yes.
by your hand the first time we ever played Mario Kart together, you fucking cock.
Hey, you know what? More savages in the building. And I will.
Yeah, no.
I will red. I
I'm
will
taking that
red
Asian
shell
ass to
you.
town later.
I will red shell you.
Is Ultima
Anyway.
throwing down a challenge?
Yeah. I'm challenging Casey and I'm challenging you too. Goodman 3. You want? Nah, Fanta, you too. 4-way. Let's go.
Oh
That
snap!
sounded so wrong.
I know what's up. It's so
Yeah, I
wrong.
agree
You're
with
talking
I
to
agree
me.
With Tony. I agree with
Hey,
Tony.
it's
That sounds
mediocre
so
and
wrong.
media. You have to expect
It's-
something wrong.
It's non-family friendly for a reason. That's me.
Stop.
But what were you gonna say, Casey? Okay, Fanto, calm down, buddy. What were you saying, Casey?
Tony's right. That kind of sounded really wrong. And Mike, yes, there will be lots of scissoring. Yes.
Scissoring. Oh my goodness.
Scissoring the paper. Yes, there will be lots of that and stretching and scissoring. Because who wouldn't like stretching and scissoring?
I know, right? Also, we have someone else who just joined the call with us. We have our friend Hannah who joined us. Hannah, as you can tell, M3 gets pretty crazy, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Sometimes I just walk in at the most randomest times, and I'm just like, "What the hell is going on?"
Well, you
Well,
picked
you
it.
are the designated censor bear, so yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
By the way, how's your past week going, Hannah?
It's been going good. Just applying at second jobs and just trying to adult.
Hey, I've honestly been doing the same this past week, and I hope you're able to find a second job, Hannah. Seriously.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, as you heard Fanto mention a moment ago, and anyone can have feedback on this. This is open up for anyone.
Okay.
I get onto Creativerse on the other day because like beforehand, Phantom's like, "Oh, you can't join. I had the password change. I'm making a new building.
I'm doing some renovations and modifications and justifications on the server at the moment."
And Phantom, you mind telling this story? Because you know you're better at telling this than what I am.
Yeah, no, like I was on the call with Goodman, and I was just like, "Yeah, like I changed the password." Was someone else on the call with us?
It was me.
Oh, you were in the call too. I knew there was someone else. Yeah, I was literally like, yeah, I'm just like doing some renovations, and I also beforehand I said I was doing. At one point, I said I was away from the actual main town in the server, building something, and I just kept egging Goodman on, saying this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, and I was believing you because of how gullible I am.
That's
You're right, I guess. So basically what I did, because Mike beforehand, about a day or two before, because I told him about the first prank when I covered Goodman's house in dirt blocks, Mike reminded me of what I did to his ex on her Minecraft server, filling rooms with dirt blocks. So what do? I go to the top floor of Goodman's house. I fill the entire thing with dirt. I work my way downwards, fill the entire inside, and then cover the entire outside again. At this point, it's the password back, and I tell Goodman to come back on. And you can take it from here, can't you?
Yes, I can take it from here. I was believing that Fanto was actually making something special. When I saw my place, I'm like, my immediate reaction was, "Oh my goodness!"
And
you can see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was even quick enough to get my phone out and take a video and post it onto the M3 Instagram page.
Oh shit.
Yep, and I was pretty salty.
Jokes.
I was pretty salty about it.
Yeah, no, he just thought it was the outside, and then I went, no, Goodman, I need you to go to the front, to the front door. He's like, clean this up now. I ain't cleaning this up. Like, open the door. It's like he opens the door, and there's dirt blocks inside.
Oh, yeah. Given forgot that he did a prank.
Yeah, I did prank Casey. I tried to like cover like basically it's just like his first floor area and fill up his the room that you walk into with grass, which I wasn't like gonna go far to like damage his place or anything because I know how much time you put into that. So I'm just like, I'll do something that's like definitely gonna get you, but nothing that's gonna cause catastrophic damage. Because that would be going way too far.
Remind me never to play with y'all.
No, Ultima, I only prank people who I see need to be pranking. Or that
Remind me
are
not
who's extremely gullible
Remind
to
me
be
not
pranked.
to play with y'all. Yeah, no, I'm still as gullible because I believed something that y'all said like a few weeks ago.
Right.
Mind you, I'm not talking about it. I'm not saying a thing about it, cause, yeah, no, either or, yeah, no, I'm not, fuck, I'm not gonna play Creative versus Minecraft with y'all.
Yeah,
That's too
it's
much work. I built intricate houses. That's too long.
what the heck?
No, Ultima, I actually don't grief anything. I didn't even break anything in Goodman's house.
No, that's a lot of work trying to take all that fucking dirt.
Gotta do this other screen share.
Well,
What do you
to be
screen?
fair, this did kind of earn the prank.
What are you screen sharing that nobody of our viewers can see?
Yeah, what do you?
Come on, Maddie.
Hey, babe.
Come on, Maddie. Maddie.
Hey, Spooks,
What
welcome
the
to the M3
fuckers?
podcast.
Oh boy. Hey.
What's up, Jacob?
Not much. What about you?
We're just chilling out doing our podcast there.
Oh, I see that Mike is passed the fuck out.
Yeah, Mike's.
Yeah, that
Mike.
He's awake. He's been vaping and shit.
Yeah. I would like to pass
I am
along to
so
all of
glad
our.
that you said that, Jacob.
He just woke
Yeah.
up. I was about to tell
Looks
the
like I woke
audience.
him up.
I was about to tell the audience that Mike, the person who's going to be reading our fan fiction, passed out, but he just woke up. He just woke
Hey, I
up
can
like
help
he
you with
heard
fan
like.
fiction.
Yo, you know what's
just heard
weird?
Jacob.
Wait, what did you say, Jacob? Sorry.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I was Hannah saying that you will read the fanfic.
Oh, I think. Well, Mike's got a fanfic ready for. He's the one to read to us tonight. But
Fuck it.
I just wanted to say.
No, fuck it.
I,
Fuck it. I'll read it.
you want to read it? You want to read a fanfic?
Hold on, wait. Mike's got the magic hands coming out.
Dude, can I just say one thing? Nobody in the who's listening to this is able to like see our call, but I want to paint this for you in your mind. Maddie, his dog,
Like
looks like he's got like a
very
light.
French.
Looks like that she's got a light shining on her, like it's a light coming from above, like it's some like holy awakening or something. So, Mike, you there, bud?
Got the dog.
You ready?
How you doing?
Doing good, Mike. Are you ready for a fan? Are you ready to read us your fan fiction?
Oh yes.
Hey, guys, let's get into a very special part of tonight's episode. And Mike,
We'd like to introduce you to Reading with Darkside, with your host, Mike Darkside.
Hello.
Take it
How
away,
you
Mike.
doing?
take it away, Mike.
Okay.
Go on, jackass.
Oh shit,
It
it's
was-
Andy.
It's a late night. It's storming out. The lonely soldier known as Tony, or better yet by his code name, Shogun, is looking for a warm spot to lay his head down. He comes
Wow.
he comes upon this cottage. He knocks upon the door. A young, let's say, lady opens the door. He says, "Ma'am, can I stay here the night?" She says, "Yes. Yes, you can stay here for the night. How about we get you out of that wet armor and get you dried up?"
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah. He asks, "Ma'am, what is your name?" She replies, "Most people call me Kyo."
I'm out of here. Fuck it. Goodbye.
No, don't leave.
He removes his armor and looks upon the lady and says, "My, you're so beautiful. You stay here by yourself?" She replies, "Yes. Nobody seems to come around this part of the town." Really, Mike? Really? You want me to read that? Yes, continue. Okay. He removes his armor. He dries himself off and sits in front of the fireplace in nothing more than his boxers. Really, man? Really? Keep going. She sits beside him and looks upon his body and says, "My, you have so many scars." "Yes, ma'am, I have many scars from the many battles that I've been in." "Oh my, but you're still so handsome." "Thank you." He licks his lips and gazes upon her again, looking at her face. illuminated by the fire of the of the fireplace. God damn it! I hate you so much. I know. Relax. Just read. Just read it. Just fucking read it.
Oh my.
Ew.
What the fuck?
Would you mind getting closer? She scoots
I'm
over.
just seeing Maddie's reactions to this.
Maddie's like, what the heck is going on?
She scoots over closer to him.
Looks
He
like
lays-
it just looks like you're. I'm sorry. Go on. I'll say it later.
He places her hand upon her shoulder. She gazes into his brown eyes. She fixes her lips to plant a kiss upon his lips. They passionately make out.
Oh,
Jeez.
It makes the very wet and slapping sound of two people just fighting with each other in a pool.
Oh god. Oh my god.
y'all.
It looks like Mike's giving.
Just looking at you like, what the fuck?
Looks like. I know. It's like dirt.
She's looking at him just like, boy, you better not keep fucking with that story.
Boy, there ain't no bestiality up in this house.
Whoa. Not talking about what the fuck. I didn't know kill was an animal.
Oh,
Maddie, don't
oh,
look at it.
oh.
Hey, but from
He
here,
be-
I know people who are listening in cannot see, but it looks like Mike is giving Handy a hand job while
What the fuck are you seeing?
I mean, like, look at it. His hand is on the hand.
Casey?
His hand is.
Casey?
His hand is on.
Casey?
Are we
you
even
on
looking at the same call?
No. Casey, are you on something right now? Are you tripping?
Clearly. He clearly is.
He probably is. I agree with Jacob.
I'm a little. I mean, I'm drunk right now. That makes you feel better.
That
Oh,
explains
shit.
everything.
Oh.
Explains it.
But,
Look at
Mr.
that.
Dark... Mr. Darkside, would you like to continue reading with your fanfic and probably ending it?
Yes. He begins to remove her dress, slowly sliding the strap of her bra down. She gazes upon his bare chest and says, Tony, I wish for you to release the beast upon me.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, shit.
He fixes his hands down by her waist and slowly slides her panties down. She's already dripping wet from the excitement of it all.
I see that, Jacob.
He kind of sounds like Dr. Creep, but dude, Jacob, you are not wrong, man.
Dude, please let me fit. Oh dear God, my voice has gotten deeper.
Is it a third persona?
Oh,
Let's finish.
Yeah, we gotta finish
let's
this.
Finish this. Finish this.
He slowly removes his boxers. His throbbing hard member pops out of his pants.
Oh wait. You know what, Mike? I'll help you out. I'll play like creepy music.
You can do that in editing. Why? Oh,
I feel like now would be the perfect time for like a bridge Brock to come out and say, breeding.
Breeding.
no. I just want this story to end.
He positions himself to enter her. He slowly slides his throbbing hot cock inside of her pulsating vagina.
This is why this is not family friendly. Not just me, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Dark side, continue on with the
Keep going,
warm,
Tony. I mean, Mike.
A warm lady juices drips upon his.
How could you mix Tony up with Mike? Mike is darker than Tony is.
I'm sorry, but
Oh,
finish
what?
your story.
The color
Finish
card
your,
in this.
finish your
Fancy.
story, Mike.
A moist.
I meant
warm,
that in mental.
Go ahead, Mike.
A warm, moist lady juices drips upon his cock as he enters her. She lets out a low moan.
Thanks. That was needed.
He lets out a low groan.
Here. I'll do the lady bones.
He lets out a low groan as he enters her. Oh, yes. He begins to.
Of course, it has to be the careless whisper.
Somebody kill me. I'm about to go eat a Tide Pod now.
No! Ultima, don't do it!
Ultima, we need you, man.
His hips begin to work as he works himself inside of her back and forth as he goes. She wraps her arms around his neck. He lifts her upon his cock and stands with her, still impaled upon his throbbing hard manhood.
Oh, God. Gee.
My. Oh, my.
Up and down he works her. She can't take much more of this pounding.
I could make a horrible joke, but I don't want to be rude.
Her legs go weak. Her legs go weak. She falls down to the ground. She opens her mouth to receive his glory.
Is it glory, though?
Is it?
Is it after that? Is it? Is it really glory, or is it shame?
He shoves his massive manhood into her mouth, down her throat, and expels his essence. As he removes his cock, he gazes upon her and says, you're a fair maiden, and I am glad that I was able to satisfy you in your loneliness. She says, will you ever be back in this part of town ever again? He says, hell no, bitch. I got better things to do.
Jeez. God dang.
Is that the end, or is there more?
Oh my god.
That's the end.
Thank you.
This was Reading with Darkside.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But seriously,
I gotta do an opening for that whenever he does that. Oh boy.
we seriously,
Like, re-recorded and shit.
we seriously do. I want to say this. Though, real quick. If you guys want us to read a fan fiction, send
it over, and one of us will read it, but with a lot of reluctancy and a lot of pain.
Yes,
But we're gonna make it
But-
try, you guys.
but make sure.
I love reading fan fiction.
Oh,
If you ever need a seductress, let me know.
You know what? I will tribute myself as I'll just put myself out as tribute. I'll read the next one.
And-
I'm gonna kill myself, but
Well-
I'll do it.
we'll like read weekly fanfics.
Next week.
We'll read like weekly fanfics, and it'll be like next week we go Ultima. Next week will be the week after week someone else. But seriously, send us like a fanfic if you want us to read it, whether it's something you write or something you found on the internet. Just I'll say this: no nothing that's like a 40-page fan fiction, please. We don't want anything that long.
Yeah, no.
No.
No. Something that wasn't read, like, let's say, like you submitted a bad fan fiction to Moscow X and he didn't get around to it. You can resend it to us and we'll read it.
Like 2 to 3 pages at max, maybe 5 if it's not full of other bullshit.
Yeah.
And never ever send us My Immortal, because we read that and it was just like,
it was interesting. It was weird. It was yeah. We're not doing that one. But I feel like that fan fiction's a great way to end off this week's episode. But before we do that, I want to say I've kind of been thinking on this. What if we, in the meantime, did a little? I was playing around with the idea of like a sort of KBZ related special, but I'm putting that kind of like just in a thought process.
You said those
but
forbidden 3 letters in a row.
Yes.
Did you just?
Yes. But hey,
my ears are bleeding. What?
But
no.
But hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
I know. It was a joke.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Casey.
To sum up Mike's fan fiction, all you gotta do is just listen to this.
My mind's telling me no.
Oh god, no. Hell yeah, babe.
Oh, geez.
I was expecting to just be like, oh hell no at the last bit instead of yeah. Because no. That story had the implication of it was a one and no more.
Bitch!
That story was like a one night stand and no more.
Yeah, I agree with. I gotta agree with Ultima. That's
like hell no. Like hell no. I got better bitches to fuck.
Right.
I got
Come
better.
back? Hell nah, bitch! I got like 20 more of y'all.
The thing of it is, that sounds like something Tony would say.
Yeah.
But real quick, I want to mention something. There's also been another thing that I've been thinking of doing, and I'll have to talk with like the people, the crew afterwards. Maybe like a Nappa and Vegeta little non-canon special thingy for you guys. Would you guys be interested in that?
I spook.
Yeah. Also, who just dropped in the call?
Spooks.
Jacob did. It was fun having him on the show, though. He pretty cool.
To go.
That's fine.
Also, Tony dropped. When did he drop?
He dropped like
right before the story.
Yeah. He dropped.
Salty got salty before the salt became salt.
Dude, you know he's gonna hear this. Oh, sorry.
No, continue.
You know he's gonna listen back and come back to us, and be like, "Man, fuck all y'all."
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck all y'all. But that last bit was kind of true.
But to wrap up the show, is there anything you guys would like to say, especially after that? What was a very detailed fan fiction.
You better get fucking used to this shit, bitches. Cause we are the mediocre men, media.
Okay, that was a little
Jesus
too
Christ, turn down the gain on that. Like, oh my god, I could feel every individual fiber of that.
Yeah, we apologize to everyone listening.
But get used to it. It's gonna happen every week. Bad fan fictions.
Yes.
I agree with Fanto. I went so.
Oh yeah,
this, like,
sorry, no, I keep messing with my microphone settings to do that, as well as changing my own voice accordingly.
Anyone else got something to share before I step in?
I have one very important thing to say.
Take it away, Hannah.
What, you're coming out of the closet? Sorry, couldn't resist.
I already said it.
What'd you say?
Nothing
I
happened.
said herpes.
Herpes.
Yes.
Well,
I
heard it here
have
first,
one last
folks.
thing-
One has herpes.
I have one last thing to say.
Go ahead, Mike.
Blue waffles.
Blue. Oh my goodness! I don't know if we want to hear that after the fanfic. I'm sorry.
We're gonna be talking about random STDs.
Well, you know the way. This is the only way. Spit on the fake queen.
I
You know
like
what?
to
That
play with my wee wee.
that story gave me an STI just by listening to it.
I agree. I'm on the same boat as you, Ultima. Like,
I feel like my ears got syphilis from hearing that sexual fanfic of Tony and Kyo.
This is the only way. He is a non-believer.
No, but
non-believer? You're a non-believer in
so-
the Tony Kyo love?
I am not a non-believer. Actually, no, I am. Fuck that. Fuck the relationship. That shit's stupid.
all right,
this
but
is-
what were we gonna say, Casey?
Oh, but
This is the last thing I'm gonna say.
oh shit, Mr. Meeseeks, I need you to kill me right now. Give me a Tide Pod.
Can do!
Oh, can do!
2 strokes on the golf swing, Jerry.
Oh, God, no!
So it's
Oh,
every.
shit!
Okay, turn that down a notch.
Okay,
Fanto.
okay, seriously, yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, that's gonna make some people.
Motherfucker!
Fanto, seriously.
The last thing is I keep getting cut off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So there's a really popular anime that came out, and it won't be coming out until this year for English because Netflix is really weird with their fucking shit. But I got the manga for Kakegurui, and I'm gonna be fucking reading this tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tell us how it is,
What's
dude.
that? What's the English name?
What's the name?
The English name.
Fuck, I don't remember the English name. Fuck. Give me a sec while I go online and do some research. Hey, boy.
Well, someone's already a level 40 wizard.
Fucking, I'm a level 40 god in my D&D server, fam. Wizard and paladin. Fuck with me. It's called
Well,
compulsive.
someone's a virgin.
Hey, next week, Ultima. Like if you've read like enough,
What the?
feel free to give a review of it.
Yeah, I'll give a review on both the manga and the anime. Because I'm gonna go back to doing that, but I'll be doing it on the M3. Why? Because I got nothing else to do in here.
What?
V card
What
completely
handy?
safe.
Hey.
What
Yeah,
do
I'll
you
make
want,
myself
handy?
joke.
Well, we just have to remember that at least most of us were safe during the Kyo rape session.
Yes.
Boy,
Sorry, my
No.
ears are already infected with syphilis because of that. I had an STI during that reading.
Oh,
Handy
sorry.
has something to say.
Go ahead.
Handy, what would you like to say? Handy, what would you like to say? If you see things from my perspective, Kyo and Tony are the reasons for contraceptive.
Oh my! Thank you for telling us that, Andy.
Dude, are you serious, Handy? Yeah. No.
A lesson from Handy: always wear a rubber.
Wear rubber or you're in trubber? No, that doesn't sound right.
If you wear rubber or you're in the gutter.
No. Wear rubber even if she gives you a Hummer.
There we go.
All right.
Handy!
By the
Handy,
way,
you're dirty. You're dirty. Well, the nurse says this is kind of right, you know. Even if she got it in her mouth.
Let's end this fucking show.
Shut up, Lefty. Lefty.
The hell?
This shit.
We're losing control. You gotta
guys,
contain it.
hey,
Show
guys.
Ghostbusters.
Ultima, did you find out that English name?
Yeah, compulsive gambler.
Compulsive Gambler. All right, so next week Ultima's might be giving us a bit of a review on Compulsive Gambler. I believe everyone said what they wanted to say to wrap up the show. So we'll be seeing guys next week on the M3 podcast. We have more fan fictions and more anime talk. See you guys next week.
And always tune in.
Oh, dude, time to go.